Now, this, I'm not, you know, I believe in you know, God and Jesus Christ, the Son of the Lord, and all that stuff. I'm more a spiritual, universal person. But, you know, you got to respect the regimen of a faith. And, you know, I really start to think about what the heck is going on when social justice, because you're supposed to keep politics and religion out of a bar, so you should keep them out of each other, okay? Take a look at this pastor, okay? This is Reverend Kenneth Bowler at St. Xavier Church, and he's leading a prayer about social injustice.
Do you support racial justice, equity, and compassion in human relations? Yes. Do you affirm that white privilege is unfair and harmful to those who have it and to those who do not? Yes. Do you affirm that white privilege and the culture of white supremacy must be dismantled wherever it is present? Yes. Do you support racial equity, justice, and liberation for every person? Yes. Do you affirm the inherent worth and dignity of every person? Yes. Therefore, from this day forward, will you strive to understand more deeply the injustice and suffering white privilege and white supremacy cause? Yes. Will you commit to help transform our church culture to one that is actively engaged in seeking racial justice and equity for everyone? Yes. Will you make a greater effort to treat all people with the same respect you expect to receive? Yes. Will you commit to developing the courage to live your beliefs and values of racial justice and equality? Yes. Will you strive to eliminate racial prejudice from your thoughts and actions so that you can better promote the racial justice efforts of our church? Yes. Will you renew and honor this pledge daily, knowing that our church and our community, our nation, and our world will be better places because of our efforts? Yes. Let us pray.
You tell me how we can't open churches, but we can have protests. We can have riots, and we can have looting, but we can't have a church session. Now, somewhere in here, you know, a Roman Catholic Church right here in New York City is open. Maybe they can only have like 5 people in there. Okay, but the church is there. Maybe it's an online mass. Okay, St. Xavier Church. This is apparently a Roman Catholic Church, according to my team. If I'm wrong, we'll fix it. But let me ask you this. Can you tell me why George Floyd and Breonna Taylor are on the altar in a Roman Catholic Church in New York? Was this a special mass for them? There were funeral masses, there were memorial services, there were laying in state, there were all these things, okay? The biggest, worst thing that I have seen, honestly, is Rand Paul and his wife being attacked, walking out of the White House the other night after the acceptance on the RNC. Okay, this is the worst thing I saw, because if we're in a place where people are protesting to get change, that's what they're going for, right? They want change. We want to reimagine policing. We want social justice. We want equality. This is what we want, right? Breonna Taylor was unfortunately killed due to a no-knock warrant. Okay, so this is like, you know, for those of you, you know, out there in Midwestern America, sometimes when the law comes, they knock on the door and say, FBI, open the door. NYPD, open the door, okay? Other times, when they think you're so dangerous that they can't even give you a moment's notice, they get and make an application for a no-knock warrant, and then they just come barreling in like a bat out of hell, like the A-Team, bust the door down, shoot first, aim later. Okay? Breonna Taylor wound up deceased, God bless her, because of a no-knock warrant. Rand Paul and his wife were accosted, threatened, pushed around, ridiculed, and being told to say Breonna Taylor's name. And little did these idiots know that they should be parting the seas and letting this guy walk down because he's the author of the Breonna Taylor bill to end no-knock warrants. That just shows you how hypocritical it is.